pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sorry about the inconvenience. I know we'll probably have more people show up, which is a good thing. And I'd like to welcome you here today. This will be probably our fourth ceremony doing this. We had two really formal ones and then one informal. And this is a project that's near and dear to my heart. And, you know, we never want to live in the past, and we don't want to forget our past either. But I'll tell you a little bit about the park a little later on. At this point in time, we'll get Ms. Karen Edwards to do the invocation.
Let us bow our heads, please. Dearest Heavenly Father, as we gather here today, we bring thanks for all that we have. We give thanks for the friendships that we've made. We give thanks for this community that has been so much a part of our lives. We give thanks for the many teachers who surround us, from our parents to our relatives, our neighbors, and our community. But most of all, we are here today to give thanks and to honor those who chose a career in education as coaches, teachers, and bus drivers. These educators dedicated their lives to the students that they taught, thus showing a love for education, sports, music, and most of all, a love of the students they taught. All those I mentioned are intimately woven into the fabric of our lives. They have inspired us to teach or coach, and many have left lasting impressions on us. Who among us is not familiar with the expression, utilize the lexicon? Or who among us has not been exposed to the love and acceptance of a teacher? Their influence has gone beyond the classroom, as many students have been inspired to continue their education, even to becoming educators themselves, maintaining that passion for learning, dedication to their jobs, love for the students, and joy for working with our youth. Be with each and every person here, reminding them of those who are being honored or remembered, as well as others that have had a profound influence on our lives. We know that teachers touch the future, for without them, mankind would know no progress. I was honored to be a part of the class of 1963, and we recently had our 50th reunion. Memories abound. Memories of Miss Monaco, Mr. DeZetezelo, Mr. Paul Clear, Mr. Panabianco, Miss Kenny, and fondest memories of the Key Club advisor, Mr. Sogan. These people are part of the fabric of our lives, and because of their influence, they have really touched the future. Bless this occasion and all those attending and those who have already come home to you. We pray this in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost.
Amen. Before she leaves the stage, she was integral as far as getting this started also. Was you the head of the Student Senate?
Yeah.
For Learn to Serve. When we started this out, we had to look for some donations, some funding to get this wall put up. And lo and behold, Hill School came through for us. And it was a Learn to Serve program, and she was the head of the Student Senate, and that's what kicked the whole program off. So, playing a lot of trees. Give you the welcoming from the council.
Thank you very much, Bob. I'll be very brief because there's other things that need to be done. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome everybody here. It looks like an all-class reunion. I'm looking at the audience. And it's nice to be here with you people from Mingo High School, and it's a great thing. What I wanted to say was said yesterday in yesterday's Steubenville Herald-Star. If you guys haven't had a chance to look at the Herald-Star, you need to look at it. It was an article pertaining to the wall, the plaque in the wall, and it was a great article. It said everything that I would want to say. But at this time, I'm substituting for our mayor who was not able to make it this afternoon. I wish to congratulate everybody, especially the new, I guess it would be inductees. I guess that might be the proper word. They're going to be placed on the wall. I only have one question. Why does Alberta have her high school picture on it?
That was her picture now.
So that's a great picture. But I'm sure Bob is going to introduce the Walker family. It's great for you guys. I know you guys traveled a long way. coming to Mingo Junction. I don't know whether you remember what Mingo Junction looked like back then, you probably not. But welcome to Mingo Junction anyhow. You know, we're having some problems. We're okay, we're going to survive. And thank you for coming. And that's about all I got to say, except I'm a substitute for the mayor. I'm used to being a substitute. I can remember back when George Bosley was my basketball coach, and he was the only guy who could substitute 20 guys for 20 seconds. I was one of those guys that I substituted. He said, Wes, he said, I'm sorry, but you're not basketball material. I said, why, coach? I love to play basketball. He says, you got some kind of green moss growing underneath your tennis shoes. I said, all right. I understand what he's trying to say. Well, anyhow, thanks again for coming.
I'd like to thank you all for coming here. You know, like I stated before, this is a project near and dear to my heart. 2007 we started this out. I'm no longer with the Business Association, but I asked the folks that are still with the Business Association if I could still kind of monitor this and kind of chair this, and they granted me that privilege, because I do feel privileged to be a part of this project. As I stated before, also, is, you know, people say let me go, this and that. Well, I never want to live in the past. No one wants to live in the past. But we never ever want to forget our past either. You know, we're red and black. We're Mingo. I'm part of Indian Creek now. I love Indian Creek, but I'm never going to stop loving the red and black also. When we started this project, we figured, what can we do to honor the folks that really had a major impact on probably everybody in this room, as far as what they've done and how they molded us. And I think the first idea was maybe a little kiosk and whatever. And we decided, no, we don't want to do a kiosk. We want to do something that's going to be around for a while and be able to honor quite a few folks. And we came up with the wall. And I want to thank the council when he was up there, Liz, that helped us out, because we had a lot of donations. That wall probably was about a $15,000 effort. We had donations of people donating work and donating labor and materials and things, and it was just a great labor of love for us. I also want to thank a couple of people right now that they don't get thanked enough. Without their drive and hunger to get this done and to keep it going, Kathy Freiling and Jim Freiling, I just want you guys to give them a round of applause. I'll tell you what. I know people go through, you know, and just do the old thing, yeah, thank this, thank that. Well, they deserve more thanks than I could probably give them. And, you know, we had momentum going, we lost momentum, we gathered momentum again, and without them, this doesn't occur right here, guys. This wouldn't occur without them. So, when we started the project out, we were just going to put teachers on the wall, and then we had folks come to us and say, wait a minute, you know, there was other people that had influences on people who went through the school. So we said, okay, we'll open it up a little bit more, and then we put bus drivers on there, okay? Then we had cooks we put on there. We had some custodians we put on there. Anybody that had a major impact and they were favorable, we put them on the wall, as long as they were with the Mingo school district. And then we thought, well, there was other schools that actually contributed to that also. So we thought about putting the feeder schools on there. That's what we called them, the feeder schools, which was, you got Hills, you got Harmony. Thank you very much. You got Harmony, Hills, and you got the Central Junior High. St. Agnes. We brought St. Agnes in also. So this is a little pitch also for you folks that you see these plaques up on the wall. I think, how many to date now? 86 to date. We got a need for 150. So if you meet the criteria, you know somebody you want to put on that wall, it takes $100. Business Association makes only $20 off that because they go for the plaque. But I would like, before I leave this earth, to see that wall filled up, because I think it's beautiful. I really do. I think that it's one of the things that in our deteriorating little village here, we have something to look at and be proud of. At this point in time, I want to recognize the folks that we are going to put in there. I'm going out of order anyway, and somebody stop me.
You're doing fine.
I'm doing fine? Okay. First of all, I want to introduce a couple folks here. As Wiz alluded to earlier, we have the Walkers. Chuck and Jane Walker from Junction, Ohio, over here. Walker's daughter, who is from Mexico, came up here. And we got Art Young's daughter, Joanne and Bill. Folks came all the way up here from Florida. So.
It's colder than my coldest day in the winter.
The other folks, the inductees that we're going to have, we have Fred Walker, we got Mary Jo Petrella, whose untimely death touched all of us, and I know that. That was really a tragedy for Mary Jo. It's just a shame. Donna Acton, I don't think she is here.
No, she's not. She's on a family vacation.
Alberta Herrick, she's here. Sandy Morgan Paris. Miss Hazel. I can go on, and she has so many stories I could never run for political office if she ever opened her mouth. But she had seen it all down in Harmony on the playground as I was growing up and all the other folks were growing up. I'm glad to see you get on the wall because, you know, I respected you when I could see you at times. You know, I respected you. Doc Art Young and Sanford DeFabio, Sammy DeFabio. Sammy DeFabio was Sammy DeFabio was on my grip route, okay? And I remember his sons, I don't know them, I can't remember all their names, but they were all there. And Sammy was one heck of a guy, I'll tell you that right now. Just, I don't think I've ever seen the man mad. Of course, I'm sure the sons were totally different. And I've never seen the man mad in my life. Anyhow, we have some pavers also. One paver. Miss Lash, you here? No? Are you here? We got a paver going in for Ricky. Okay. We got a paver for Pat Mormon. We got a paver for the Sogans, Diane. And we spelled them all. We'll take care of that. Bolties, I understand that. Paper for the class of 1957.
The guy that paid it charged him out didn't get caught in any agreement. I'm gonna get a better speller.
Well, we have some certificates for folks, and we'll read you guys off. Okay, for the folks representing Frederick Walker, we got a certificate here for you. What do you want?
They just come out of the Gary wants a picture, so do what you guys did.
Okay, Mary Jo Petrella, 2 certificates.
Gail?
One for Gail and one for, who wants to come up here and take it for Mary Jo?
I can show you.
Okay, just take a picture.
Dan, stand for take pictures. Don't worry about the camera either, got film.
Turn around, girls.
I found that out right off the bat. Don Atkins is not here. Is there anybody here to accept her information? Alberta? Alberta here? Still good.
Say cheese. We can place it on.
What are you doing? I didn't offer any. Do you want to, if any of the participants or deputies, you want to say anything, I never offered the opportunity. She's the first
Alberta, would you like to make
Would you
a
like to
speech?
say anything? I mean,
He's trying to ask you to do
I never
that.
offered you that opportunity. If you want to say something.
No one else will. But you're good at it. We'll give them more chance. You're good at it. So we'll give them
I was telling our whatever his name is. Oh, what's your name again?
Forrest Scott.
Forrest
Yeah.
Scott. I've not met you, I've met all the other ones. He talked about feeder schools. And I started teaching in 1967 at Buchanan Junior High School. So I was there for many years. And then, we became Indian Creek. And so we were kind of like feeder schools. We were all in one. And so I kind of divided my time between the Buchanan building, and then I was moved to the high school, Indian Creek High School. I taught English there. And though I didn't teach at Mingo, I came down and I was the club advisor. Helped back my husband up as he coached many years from 1981 to 1993. So I would every week get all the kids together and we would decorate the whole school and decorate all their lockers, the football players' lockers every single week. We come downtown and we decorate the whole town, all the posts down here, the telephone poles, the whole town, as the band marched through town down to the stadium. That was an honor, and that was something that I think we'll all remember. And I enjoyed doing it for the kids, and the kids enjoyed it as well. I was also in charge of the National Honor Society at Mingo High School, and worked with those students. So I enjoyed all the years, 35 years, in Indian Creek, Wintersville/Mingo, and I could say that looking back, I probably would not have chosen anywhere else because I loved working with students. I have a lot of good memories, a lot of football players I see here from my husband's coaching career that I really loved and adored, and they were like my own sons. So I just would like to say that the town was great. They were great then, they're great now. We're still trying to keep the town going with the revitalization committee, as Penny says. We're on the committee. We're a group of citizens who volunteer our time trying to keep the town looking as nice as we can with painting and cutting grass. And the Indian Creek students, some of the art students, if you go to the swimming pool, you'll notice they did a beautiful mural on the bathhouses down below. And I got that organized because I knew, what they were capable of doing. And of course, anything else that we might need to do, they're there for us as well. So I'm trying to keep the kids interested and involved in Indian Creek and trying to keep the town moving forward and never give up. Love it.
You think that speech was long, you ought to see when she yells at me.
I wasn't going to say anything, Seth. I'm saying a great job. I gotta go. Chuck, you're right. Chuck Walker, you want to say anything at all?
This wonderful honor for my father. My sister and I very much appreciate it. Appreciate all the effort and time people have put into this. I very much appreciate Mrs. Sobin for getting in touch with me. She remembered somehow way back that Dad lived in Johnstown, so she writes a letter to the Johnstown Village Council. Does anybody know Fred Walker? Well, luckily, the Village Council president is a college fraternity brothers of mine from the Skingdom. He knew me. He said, I don't know if he's related to Fred Walker or not, but I'll find out. That's the rest of the story. So we got in touch and Jim finally, we made it work. So thank you. Thank you.
Well, Sarah, would you like?
No,
No?
he speaks for me too.
All the way from Mexico.
Okay, Joanne, come on up and get to the board.
Yeah, you put you right out of order.
Hey, husband Bill's tagging along with you.
Awesome.
There you go.
You got two. Nice. I did go out of order.
It's more emotional as this is happening. My dad, as Fred Walker, left the education field when I was only 1 year old because sadly, you can't afford a family to be a teacher. Well, I'm a teacher. And still doing it, but thank goodness my husband could fill in where we needed to pay for our kids' college, new shoes, whatever, but this is such an honor. And my mother would be so proud of my dad at this moment. I just have a feeling they're looking down on all of you and thanking all of you because they talk about you all. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Sandy Morgan Ferris, Miss Hazel. Somebody got to take those pictures down here.
I'll be real short this week too. I can say I taught 13 years at the Junction High School in Mingo. Probably the best 13 years I've ever had in my life. It was a great place to work. My assistant teachers who were great and are still here. It is a great place to work. I also taught in Indian Creek in every school but Winnersville High School. I think we can and I get all of them. So I have been around and I really thank you so much for this honor. It's funny to be honored with something that you really do so much.
Mr. Charles, would you like to say anything? No? Anyone? Ariella?
I'm kind of shy. Yeah, right.
That's okay. We're all kind of shy.
Mary Jo, you know, all you guys know her longer than I've known her. I'm just an in-law, but she was the best person. I'm gonna miss her. Do you want to say something? Diane, no? You sure? Okay, what else should I say? She was getting ready for retirement, just talking and just ready to go and be on her way. And now she's with everybody. You know, I don't know what else to say, but thank you so much. And my name's Mary Ellen Butcher.
Sam Fabio. Go by.
He was my favorite bus driver, and I never even rode the bus. He was a headed after school. Had to break by the school.
You just could tell me how many apartments you were in.
Kids love each stop, and kids would get on the bus and he'd pull it in the garage and
Well, that was a treat.
he'd get them all to go around.
Yeah. We got to pick up the bus after we make the school.
If you got your homework, he would drive you back to go get it. Is that how many kids ride on the bus? Sam, I forgot my homework. And he said, don't worry about it. And he would take that school bus in the worst alley. I've never done it. I thought we were going to go to Northville on homecoming. But he got your homework, or you got your own school on time.
He also paid kids to stay in school. He paid my son 25 cents a day to stay in kindergarten.
At Christmas time, he would ask so many kids before I had every time I run into so many people, you you're a bus driver.
Very
You guys want to say anything or? Okay.
Really appreciate it.
Sam, how many years was your dad there at Mingo Junction?
One term.
One term?
Yeah.
How many years was that?
You know what?
The
funny thing about that is, right next door was the Pet Cigar Store, which his brother, the owner of, and I mean, I used to see cigars sitting in that thing for like 10, 15 years. I knew it wasn't a legit cigar. Funny enough, he was my father's campaign manager. That was too mixed. But yeah, you all knew my dad, and he wasn't, I think he enjoyed being a councilman more than he was the mayor. Being the mayor was exposed to a lot more things. He was just a shy man. He'd rather just be in, not in the spotlight, not in the background.
Tell you a story. You say you've never seen him mad. My neighbor caught this. I don't know if you remember the Angie ones. There's the next door.
I didn't hear it.
And us kids would be playing outside, and we brothers fight, My mom Lucy would yell, "You better beat them kids, Sammy." He was watching. He'd come out there and he'd say, "Hey, turn around here." That's where he beat him. Boy, they were putting it over on Lucy. But thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that kind of concludes what we were going to do here today. We're going to probably get the folks to walk over to the wall with their plaques.